Hey guys, so I just wanted to jump on real quick because I have this awesome topic and ideas for a video, and I'm a hot mess as usual, but I just wanted to get this video out like while it's fresh in my mind. So I really, really want to get into like what are you contributing to your relationship? Now, I don't just mean what are you contributing. I want you to be able to look at your relationship and see what the other person is contributing as well. And I am very, very passionate about this topic because I see it happen both ways. Like, this is not just at women. Like, you know what? Know that your person needs to be treating you right, needs to be contributing not only emotionally, financially, and like all these different ways that they need to be supportive, but also to men who also need to know as well. And I am huge on knowing your worth because let's say you have a female who, she's getting talked to abusive, she's getting treated like shit, she's getting treated disrespectful, but she doesn't leave. Or she constantly, for years on years on years, believes that he's gonna stop treating her the way he treats her. So let's say you get in a fight, and because you're telling him, like, listen, the way you talk to me is not okay. I'm feeling really sad, or I'm feeling really hurt, whatever, whatever. And he says, okay, you know what? I fucked up. I'm sorry, and I'll change. Now, if you can count on both hands plus some, how many times that conversation has happened, how many times they've done the same thing over and over and over, no matter how many times you've talked to them about it hurting you, about you feeling disrespected, about them being rude, stepping out on a relationship, whatever it may be, that isn't love, it's manipulation. Okay? And I don't care whatever way you're going to try and spin it. They had a traumatizing childhood. They are stressed out. They have this, they have that. I don't care which way you want to try and spin it to convince yourself that he's going to change. Convince yourself that he's going to do better when you've been telling yourself that for like however many years you've been telling yourself that. And like, take a look at what they're contributing to the relationship. Like, what are you contributing to the relationship as well? Right? And I'm huge on this because I do believe like they're directly related to the self-worth. Like, I would never, ever tolerate somebody speaking to me disrespectful. Never. And I mean, that's not to say like my boyfriend doesn't check me when I'm getting out of line, or that's not to say that he doesn't, say excuse me when I have a tone, or when I get out of line and start speaking disrespectful, or I'm in a bad mood and I'm projecting it onto him. We all do that. That's a normal thing that people, like, not normal, but like that's a common thing that people do. Now, it kills me to see people constantly brushing off disrespect. And I don't mean just abuse. I don't mean, somebody's not contributing financially the way they probably should be. And, just different things that people do to brush it off and brush it off, brush it off. Because one, you likely are afraid that you don't want to be alone. That's a huge one. Do you have any idea how scary it is to end your relationship and have no idea where the hell you're going to go? Have no idea how you're going to start over. No idea how you're going to make rent and ends meet, especially with how expensive things are now. How scary it can be to jump into a life alone. And I've done this before, and I cannot stress enough how empowering it is to be single and to be by yourself, find yourself, grow yourself. But I do know that there are so many people that struggle with abusive relationships, with disrespectful relationships, with up and down cheating and forgiving, and just the yo-yo stuff that happens over and over and over for years on end. And So that's a big reason why people never leave, because they don't want to be alone, or they don't want him to go be with someone else. That is also a very, very big reason. Because let me tell you, watching the person that you love somebody else or be with somebody else, that could be one of the hardest things that you'd ever watch or that you'd ever see, especially if you live in a small town like I did. So those are very common things. Third, you don't think you're worthy of better, or that you don't believe that there's better out there. Now, I cannot believe some of the things that people will tolerate in their relationships, like the disrespect, the abuse, the ignoring, the non-communication, the cheating, like these kinds of things that are still happening in relationships as adults. Like when we're young and dumb, like we've all been there, we've done stupid shit. But when you're an adult and you're grown, like you need to have your shit together. You need to know that you're worthy of better. And the thing is, the more you forgive and the more you tell somebody like, oh, you better straighten out your shit or I'm leaving. If you've told them that like 10 times, like 20 times, you ain't going nowhere. And they know that. And if this makes you mad, is it true? Like, are you one of those people? They say sorry and sorry and sorry and I'm going to change or I'm going to smarten up or I'm going to fix it and whatever. And they're still doing the same shit. They know you're not serious. How many times have you threatened to leave and you never left? Like, they know. They're not stupid. They know you're not going anywhere. And the respect they have for your honesty or you meaning what you're saying is way down here now. Because you've made the threat so many times. Like, I don't tolerate people, like anybody. Like, I mean, I don't tolerate disrespect towards me, towards people that I love, towards anybody. And you need to know your worth. There is zero reason to be talked to disrespectful. There is zero reason to be walked all over, like have someone walk all over you, or for them to be disrespecting you, for them to be abusing you. Zero excuses, zero reason for that to be happening. And if you feel like you can't just say, listen, I've had enough, you need to go fix yourself. I'm going to go over here. Like, I'm leaving. I'm going to go on my own journey. You need to fix yourself, get your shit together, and then maybe we'll talk about it. But you need to get the hell out. Like, you need to get the hell out of there. If they're not contributing what you need, if you are like your relationship, this sounds like your relationship, there's a reason this is hitting close to home. You need to go get your shit right. You need to tell them that no longer will you tolerate it, because you get what you tolerate. Bottom line, you get what you tolerate. So you can't be sitting there pissing and moaning and sad and whatever that you're getting abused when it's your choice to sit there. It's your choice to be in that situation. You understand? Like, it's up to you to be like, hell to the no. Like, if you want to be disrespectful, go the fuck over there and go treat somebody else like that. And I am extremely passionate about this because I can't tell you how much I love to hear when a female, or even a guy, I don't care, like female, male, like I don't care what sex you are. But if you were to come to me and say, listen, I finally had enough. I told them, get a step in, and I'm free. I'm single. Like, I'm free to do whatever the hell I want, to grow myself however I want, to find myself. And it is the most empowering thing that you can ever do. Because once you walk away from something like that, you will then know that nothing will ever keep you stuck again. Nothing. So if you have the power to walk away from something or someone that you love, no matter how much you love them, if it's just not there, what you need from them, the respect, the love, the emotion, like all the attention, the presence, all these things, it can be the hardest thing to do is to walk away from the person that you love. It is one of the hardest things to ever do in your life. But you have to love yourself more. You have to know your worth more than the way they're treating you. And I really hope that people share the shit out of this video and that people tag all their friends or like inbox it to your friends, because I know that there are people that need to hear this message. People who are in depression because they're so disrespected. Listen, mama, no one is coming to save you, okay? You have to do it. You have to stand up, set the boundary, and say, listen, you either change your goddamn tone, change your tude, change the respect or disrespect, or you can go that way and I'm going this way, because that's just how it needs to be. And this is the same for men. If you're getting disrespected, if you're getting used, like, bye. You need to just go do you. Like, life is so goddamn short, man. You just, like, know how important you are. Know that you come first, that your life comes first, and that it doesn't matter how much you love them. If they aren't going to friggin' change, which they probably won't, if they've been telling you that for how many years, they probably won't, that you need to make some changes. So tag whoever, all the people, tag all the people, share it to everybody. And stay tuned for the next video. Bye.